Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Try and muscle for the first down. The game was enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down, they hold up the line of scrimmage, and they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The shotgun running play call. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Chris, this is a great gain, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Looks like Pitt will have the first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Look, I realize on any play call, if it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Stopped after the catch at the 9, but it's first and goal now.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Defense able to deny the touchdown. He's brought down at the 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice game like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance in a really nice game.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. We come out in the playoff game, Kurt. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
PITT is good, so it's 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's caught downfield. The tackle was made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. When you think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years, go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s, and of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
Offense getting set, second down play here. Dropping back, it's Morris. Receiver makes the grab. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
High completion sets up an important third down play. Direct snap to the back. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
He'll throw it now. Boom. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardale Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up the football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense.
Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got it. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yards on the play.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. A good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Then as he gets the pass away. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the idea of putting the ball up in the air to give your receiver a chance to high point the ball. But on that one, you better be careful. He's lucky he didn't throw a pick.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. We'll try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. And they stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that 1st down.
Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. And he's got it from 56 yards away, never in doubt.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the return man steps out at the 28.
Hey, my kicker a dog. He's a dog.
Here's the first play of the drive. It started at the 28. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a 1st down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Looking downfield. It's Morris. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Pass caught down at the 20. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Here we go, 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Ball is free in the backfield. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Ball care for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
So not what the coach was hoping he here. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. They'll run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? What a play. He's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Teams come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly.
They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Finding space at the 20. And the junior decides to pick up the 1st down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Here comes a handoff. Football comes out. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple of choice words on the importance of ball security.
And we're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Chris, he dropped the ball again. Now he gets it back, but that's the second time we've seen the ball on the ground from this running back. Ball security is paramount. I mean, it's a deal breaker if you do not buy into it as a running back. His coach is not going to be happy that he's put the ball on the ground twice.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Football knocked loose in the backfield. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Ball near midfield. The offense going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Finds his man. Has the first down. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, the defense is in right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But and the receiver, they knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
He's looking. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every
How can you force a fumble while I'm sliding? What the fuck?
like that. We'll give credit
Whatever.
to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
Like, whatever, bro. What the fuck?
And there's the handoff.
I'm sliding, bro. I don't know what else to do. I'm sliding. I'm in the middle of sliding.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by
What
this
the fuck?
defense, staying in their run fit, staying holding their own at the line.
That shit's
and making
ridiculous.
The
Like, what
offense
the
just
fuck?
didn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
I'm literally sliding. I'm in the process of sliding, and they make me fumble.
And 6. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. An important third down attempt for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Morris. Receiver makes the catch, and he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
That's caught. It's Smith. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Chris, that's another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Oh, it's a reverse. Gets some space around the 30. Touchdown, Ohio State. No chance to catch him. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. They had the extra point, and the lead now is 11, 21-10. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out, it's Daniels. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
On On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
He gets loose. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Finding space at the 20. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
PITT getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The back's got it. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Timeout, Pittsburgh.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking for his big tight end. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Caught, completion. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. It's a squib kick, fielded by one of the up men. Looks like one more play here before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Hey, they roll the dice here and decide to be aggressive, and it pays off for a touchdown, and now they have the lead. They've worked themselves back to be in a great position. They got to feel great with how this first half has ended.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PITT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Panthers will kick this away to start the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He escapes the sack. Receiver makes the grab. Great move there. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
Second down after that previous play. To the air, it's Morris. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
They'll run it to the left. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete that time. Just out of reach of the receiver.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time.
The sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, that's exactly what the coach, I'm sure, talked about there at halftime. Is the defense is going to be out there on the field first. We're down in this football game. We got to get pressure on this offense, come up with some plays, and get the ball back to our offense. And that's exactly what they have a chance to do now.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They start the drive, giving the ball to the receiver and an end around. In the clear at the 25. Breaks clear. Oh, and now he fumbles the ball. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
getting set. Here's second down. They'll hand it off. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Important third down play coming up. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This Pitt offense is moving quickly down the field. There's the handoff. Finding some room at the 25. There's the tackle, but
Running back.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Will he score here? Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. Nowhere to run up the middle.
No, I don't blame him. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
Facing 2nd and goal. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Touchdown, Pitt. They'll take the lead in the second half. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PITT. PITT puts them up 3. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now they get set to kick it away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Back to throw. It's Morris. Finds an open target on the left side. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. He'll spot the ball near midfield at the +49.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Second down here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt to keep the offense on the field for fourth down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. Tackled at the 33, that's good enough for a first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. One time they stayed home and were in perfect position, were able to stop that reverse in its track.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Dropping back. It's Morris. Trying to create outside the pocket now. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield. But you better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And that is no good. A missed chance to tie this game. Still down by 3.
Boy, these guys usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
They stop him with a 47, but that's enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And then first down, right back to the running game. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Here's the second down play. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Pittsburgh 31, Ohio State 28.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Here's the handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Choosing to return the punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
And at first down, they go right back to him.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll run a draw play. Oh, look at the quick cut. Brought down. The game moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Well, you could see the defense there completely fooled. They're getting upfield. They're trying to apply pressure on the quarterback, thinking that they're going to throw the ball. But instead, they go with the draw play, completely fools the defense. They're out of position, gave the offensive line some really nice blocking angles, and gave the back plenty of room to pick up that first down.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
The completion makes it second down. Dropping back. It's Morris. Looking to scramble. Hit as he released it. Oh, that one's picked off. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. He didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead, but were forced to punt on the last possession. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
They'll feed the back again. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
And that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running down and go quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with a pick. Let's see what they can do here.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Morris. Looks left and finds his target there. It's a fumble. He's in the clear. Defense has got the football.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. In the clear at the 25. Powers through a tackle. He'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a great play of creating momentum for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that they're first and goal.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. First and goal just outside the 5. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the 4th quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Picks up 1. It's now
Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. They'll run the option. He'll toss it to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
Man, what a train wreck here. The past 3 plays have been so disappointing. They just can't punch it in. You're that close on 3rd down, and then the offensive line just gets dominated with the line of scrimmage, and you have a tackle for a loss. Is your confidence too shot to go for it? Seems like you better try for 3.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down. Buckeyes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He's going to take off. He'll be taken down. Marker on the field. If it's on the offense, that'll be a sack. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Second down play coming up. To the air. It's Morris. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a fourth down completion. Here's the throw deep downfield. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Kirk, you look for rust. You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Crucial possession here. Suddenly, this is a 2-point game in the final quarter. What can the offense do to build on this lead or just play keep away? Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, PITT.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Extra point makes it a 9-point lead. 2-score game with time bleeding away quickly. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he gave it a shot that should have just left the ball in the end zone. They spotted it at the 19. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Morris. Quick throw to his receiver. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Important second down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And a senior making a disruptive impact play. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking to throw it on first down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point. Covered onside kick. You never know.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Crucial possession here. Suddenly, this is a 2-point game in the final quarter. What can the offense do to build on this lead or just play keep away? And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Panthers come into the final minute of play, just looking to run the clock out. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. Tough running there. He's tackled after a big gain, picks up a first down. Great execution on the option. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.
Damn. All them completions, all that love for passing just to take your ass home, you fucking buster.
Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top 2 seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. 1 game to determine the national championship. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The offensive coordinator bringing in some more blockers on the field. It's the full house. And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Finds room at the 30. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Well, this is what the offensive coordinator told us yesterday, Chris, in our production meeting. They thought they had an advantage up front with the line of scrimmage, and on this opening drive, we continue to see the offensive line and this back putting up positive yards.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Keeping it on the ground here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. It's 3rd down after that run. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's got his man open downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Lining up to try the extra point. PITT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wide out. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. He decides to keep it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a play by this linebacker. That option play got to the outside. I thought they had a chance on the perimeter. But the speed and the awareness of that linebacker makes a huge play.
We're going to pass here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. And the quarterback dropping back. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Auburn.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Yeah, they get set now to try the PAT. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Daniels. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Gets some space around the 30. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about the quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Breaks loose at the 40. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. And he's into the end zone easily. But this might be coming back. There's a flag on the field. So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this game. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back. Using his legs on the scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You think you've got them right where you want them on 3rd and long, and you give up a run play for a first down. The offense makes you pay for assuming the pass and bailing out too quick in coverage.
PITT getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He'll hand it off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And wow, it's good from 59 yards away.
But this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Caught on the outside. It's Cole. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. Quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it could be pick 6 going the other way.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a first down, and you're starting to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Boy, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Pitches to the back. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Ball handed off. And the ball to the ground. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
They're going to run it. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Nothing going with the running game on those two plays. Now it's third down and 10. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. The Panthers will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. And now you've got another chance at points.
PITT getting set with a first and 10 coming up. Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. This quarterback on fire today. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PITT puts them up 17 now. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Second down after that previous play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Pass rush closing in. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
He's got it for a big gain. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. And looking to throw now on first down. He makes the grab. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chip in and Waker just trying to stay in this game here.
It's too early to see if this touchdown's going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. If you're this head coach, you tell your team, just keep chipping away.
14.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Ball handed off. Oh, finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
pistol formation. They look to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field in that third down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's fourth down and long.
Running it back. It's Cole. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Looking right, this one caught. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle is finally made, but it's down at the 28-yard line.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the basket. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this third and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Oh, and nearly an interception by the big fella. Couldn't quite hold on to the ball. Incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
You come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Daniels. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And the single back takes the handoff. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room.
Boy, there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than to give up a first down on a big run like that on third down. You've got them where you want them, probably thinking that they're going to throw the ball. Instead, they run it and gash you for a huge gain on the ground.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Caught near the sticks. It's Daniels. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Set. Here's second down. He'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Escapes the pocket. And they get him down, but that's a solid game there to move the sticks using his feet. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Second down, looking to throw it. Pressure is coming. Traveling down near the goal line, but loses the football. The offense recovers the fumble. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. He was on target with his first attempt. This one just a chip shot from 20 yards away. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Panthers will kick this away to get the second half going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
It's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just have a...
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? Past the 20, inside the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Pitt. Extra point try coming now. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cole. Running right through tacklers. Oh, the ball comes loose.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
Not much on that play, brought down short. Now it's second down here. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all, the national championship.
Looks like Pitt will have the first down.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to third down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. We've got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down to keep working clock.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Handoff here from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They'll run it from the gun. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The Panthers looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. And the defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Game moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort. And the field goal unit coming on the field now.
They'll set up on the left hash mark, so something of a tricky angle. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And he's back to throw again on second down. He's running out of time here. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense, and it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
And the offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
I mean, I can't believe they're going for it on fourth down deep in their own territory like this. Usually, you might see this late in the game, but early, really risky decision, but it pays off.
And they'll fling this one deep down the middle. Deep shot caught inside the 25. They finally bring him down, but he makes it inside the 15-yard line. First down in great scoring position. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Too much on that throw.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's picked for a third time tonight. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. And they'll tackle it about the 23-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Solid gain on the running play.
Your dumb ass told us to watch Jacob and Robert. Like, what the fuck is that movies, nigga?
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap.
What the
As an
fuck is
offensive
them
lineman,
movies,
you have to
nigga?
anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
They'll kick it away here. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner is brought down. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here.
So this nigga's tied up. The game ain't even over yet,
That's
man.
good for a first down to the 47.
Hit sucks. Yo, the hate is crazy. Kid ain't do nothing to you,
Just
man.
enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Caught quickly. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Another big game by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offense coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the 3rd quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking to throw yet again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They finally tackle him at the 4. That's a solid
I thought
gain
that
on the
was
pitch
some
and
shit
catch.
where it was like, okay, you only get anything if you put something on it.
He was going to that in route no matter what.
Yeah, that's what I thought that shit was.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Damn.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, I just don't know about short games like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
They need a touchdown here. Down big in the 4th quarter. 3rd and goal. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Remember, a field goal here doesn't do much. So on 4th and goal, they're going for the touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
That, Chris. Bear Bryant's looking down, smiling on that call. 4th down and goal. You go with the goal line formation. Bring the defense.
Yeah, let's fucking go. He did not score. Let's go. Fuck out of here with the bullshit. Stupid ass game. And piss me off, dog.
The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play.
That nigga did not score.
This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the 2nd half. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. Breaks loose at the 15.
Football.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Hard running through a tackle. Finally brought down, but that play...
We got two 2,000-yard rushers. Two 2,000-yard rushers. I'm more excited about this. Fuck that national championship. We got two 2,000-yard rushers. Two 2,000-yard rushers. Let me call you back, this Mitch. Forget the national championship. We don't care about that. We got two 2,000-yard rushers. Who messing with us? Who messing with us? We got two 2,000-yard rushers. Come on, man. Come on, man. Who's messing with us?